everyone. Happy FriYaY or blessed FriYaY if someone's not happy, sending out blessings. But happy FriYaY. Welcome to Danny, Shay, and Kevin. Look at it. Full house.
Hi, friends.
So
nice to see you all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Loving all the comments already. And I'm sure Danny and Kevin, you know that today is National Women's Day.
I heard that.
Yeah. So I hope you're celebrating all the women.
Every day. Absolutely.
I don't know where my cake is. Or Danny, did you bring me a piece of cake or anything? Nothing?
I did, but I ate it. I was waiting for you and you didn't show up. And I'm like,
I know.
I got hungry.
Anyways, so to all the women out there celebrating you, and today's a good day to kind of share in the energy of uplifting each other and powerful. Step into your power, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And men who are in touch with their feminine side, I think that we can step into that power too.
Absolutely. I'll read it.
Absolutely.
A friend of mine sent me a message this morning, and she said, exactly to your point, Danny, she said, "Happy International Women's Day for the little women in you, for the little woman in you." I love it. I will take that.
Really? I mean, what a kind of a slap. The little woman, man, I got a big ass woman in me. It's like, she's huge.
Perfect.
I love it, Danny. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So just in celebration and uplifting our fellow women, I wanted to share Linda's book. For those of you who don't know who Linda is, which is 0 people, the beautiful readers on YouTube, and very encouraging and uplifting of us as readers. She is very good at that. So I wanted to repay her, especially on today, Women Empowering Women Day.
Beautiful.
Celebrating women. So here's her book. You can get it on Amazon. Super easy. All you have to do is start writing Linda, and she'll pop up.
Pop up.
Her book will pop that up right away. So
how'd you get your book so fast?
It came fast. So I didn't order. The reason it came fast is I didn't get the hardback. If you get the hardback, it's a month or 2 out.
Yeah, it's March 20th.
Yeah, so
and I'm like,
the regular one comes in 2 days, you know.
Cool.
But I do want to say,
and does it ship to Canada?
Yes, Amazon does.
Like courier pigeon.
It just I made the book.
Aww.
Woohoo!
And you can see all the other fun readers in there too.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey.
But anyways, get your book. It's great. It's like sitting down and having a conversation, literally. Like you read it, and it's just like what she sounds on YouTube, like you're having a combo.
Love that.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Danny is not in Canada. Yeah. Nope. Janice.
No. Sometimes I wish I was.
Oh, don't we all? We all? Okay, so Connie says, I love it. I was there in Sedona. That's where we took that picture. Was the last time I was in Sedona. Yep. So, as you all know, tonight is Newsflash FriYaY. So it is current topics questions. So if you have any questions on current topics, throw them in, because that's what we're all going to dive into. And I did see a couple questions that already came in, and Roxanne gotcha. And, you know, that last night was this State of the Union address here, Kevin. And so Biden was on talking, and I didn't get to watch it, but I read it today. I read the whole speech, And I have to say, I feel like, I mean, kudos to the team. He and the team who wrote that speech. And apparently he went off speech quite a bit. Did you watch it, Danny?
I watched some of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but enough to get the gist of that old man's pretty sharp.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't want to tangle with him on a one-on-one and have a debate with him.
No.
So I thought it was funny looking at the comments today where they said the Republicans aren't talking about his cognitive disabilities, I guess. Now they're talking that he must have had some amphetamine usage so that he I'm like, really? You're going there with that? I'm like, it's such projection on their part, but nonetheless, I digress.
And so Carrie says, I watched every word of the speech. It was amazing. I feel the same. Clarence says, why wasn't MTG fined for wearing that hat? You're not fined for wearing the hat. So she wore a mega, for those of you who didn't watch it, she wore her, mega hat or whatever. She was wearing all red and the mega hat and all that. And she was heckling him, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one.
And they fell into that same trap that they did last year, where they said, "You're a liar, you're a liar," yeah. And then Biden just flipped the script on them and said, "Oh, good. Well, I'm glad that you're not going to be cutting Social Security anymore." So
that's what I was thinking. The clown outfit, exactly.
Yeah.
That's. He was very prepared. I read on it on Wednesday, and I really felt like he was going to be very prepared. Obviously, he was, and that heckling and all that, and him being able to do those little comeback things that was evident. The one thing, and I shared this with my members group earlier today, something that I felt, because this is like the big thing is, he's old. And so he addressed this, he being old in his speech. And what he said, and I thought it was brilliant, because go with the resistance. Yeah, well, he is old, you know what I mean? So he went with the resistance, and here's what he said, and I want to just re-say it with like-minded people. So y'all, here we are. Oh gosh, sorry, I had it right here. In my career, I've been told I'm too young and I'm too old, and I'm just pause right there, because when he first went into Congress or whatever, everybody told him he was too young to be there.
Yeah.
So now it's on the other end of that, right? Whether young or old, I've always known what endures, our North Star, the very idea of America, that we are all created equal and deserve to be treated equally throughout our lives. We've never fully lived up to that idea, but we've never walked away from it either. And I won't walk away from it now. My fellow Americans, the issue facing our nation isn't how old we are, it is how old our ideas are.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Right.
Ow.
Hate, anger, revenge, retribution are among the oldest ideas. But you can't lead America with ancient ideas that only take us back. To lead America, the land of possibilities, you need a vision for the future of what America can and should be. Yeah. So
yeah.
I thought that was brilliant. And addressing
his speech was, I thought, was phenomenal. The way that he and his team laid it out, the way that he articulated it, and people keep forgetting that he has, in his younger days, he had a severe stuttering problem. So a lot of this stuff, his hiccups in his speech are due to that. It's not like a cognitive decline. But the way he laid it out was amazing. And it was like crazy for me to look at the Republicans not clapping on certain lines when he said how great America is and could be and should be. And they just sat there, and I'm like, what's going on? And he hammered the women's issues with, reproductive health care. Oh my God. And with the Supreme Court. Oh my God.
He was staring, apparently he was staring that Supreme Court down when he was talking about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's never, I guess no other president has done that, where they've just stared down.
I think Barack Obama did it too.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. So, so you got to, I guess Joe learned it from Barack Obama.
There you go. And Sonny says, I could not stop laughing when he said that the companies now fill the chips and the Dorito bags full and charge full price. And he said, I want a full bag of Doritos. When I was reading that part in the speech, I'm like, oh my gosh, he literally addressed that. But it's true. It's funny. I was just thinking about that.
And it's interesting when you read something versus when you hear it, but you still got the tone and the message, and it rang really clear.
I could hear him, and I did watch clips of him, so I could kind of get the sense of his energy. I have to say, I was very pleased until I went on to my Facebook.
Don't do that.
And then I see all my right-wing people. They didn't hear a word he fucking said. I'm just like, what speech did you hear? Like, not the one that was. It was weird. It's so weird how you can hear the same thing, but not hear the same. It doesn't go in the same. We perceive so differently, night and day.
And that's what I pick up on it. I didn't watch it. I saw little bits and pieces, and then just hearing different commentary around it. But it's like, at some point, if we don't recognize as a whole, regardless of what side we place ourselves on, if we can't come together on the main things, on the deeper kind of connection part, it says a lot. And so, I see people in that on the opposing side and looking and going to heckling and the ridicule. And it's like, I don't know. I feel that disconnect is so concerning.
It is.
It's troublesome. And, it's not only in the United States, it's globally.
No, exactly.
That's the thing. The bigger picture is, if we're not at least in arms and in link over the big stuff.
I got the chills on that.
Yeah, it's.
But don't you think that this behavior that's showing up so strong? I mean, and we're getting it's wigging so many people out. Don't you think that this is like? I know it's a big wake up call, but to me it feels like it's the end of this divide. And I don't know how long it is till we get to the other side, but I really feel like this is, we're coming to a peak, and then we're going to be on the other end of it. And I'm hoping that that's going to be with this election, and a lot of astrology says 2026. So I think we just need to hang in there and keep fighting the good fight,
Fighting the good fight. Yeah.
get in good trouble, as John Lewis would say.
Yeah.
And I hope that's true, because it's as Kevin was saying, it's just maddening how the whole world seems to be not hearing the same message.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, wait, we just heard the same exact thing, but they literally heard something totally different.
Totally different.
It's a perception. It's a perception. I like this, Flora. We can do a T-shirt. I want a full bag of joy. I love it. Stay curious and flux. Exactly, Annie. And that's the thing. People they're ruled from fear, and so flexibility is not in their full belt yet.
And we get caught up in the fear too, and so we add to that vibrational energy of fear. So it's super important for us to do other things besides get caught up in fear.
Yeah, that's so true.
Lots of things.
Yeah, we have choice in that. As difficult as it can be, we have choice in where we place that energy, and that takes something.
Yeah,
that's for certain. But
Constance says everyone stood at the mention of John Lewis. Beautiful. I'll have to definitely go back to watch that part. Hi, James. Good to see you, and thank you so much.
James.
Will Clarence Thomas take John Oliver's offer of $1 million a year for the rest of his life, and then over 2 million
RV?
It's a real RV. Okay, if he signs a contract and resign from the court by the 18th.
So psychically, what I get with that, unless John Oliver throws in a private Walmart parking space, I'm getting no.
Well, let's check into this. I'm curious. Is Clarence going to take this?
I heard something about that, but thanks, James, for putting it so succinctly. $1 million a year and a $2 million RV. How wrong is a $2 million RV? That's
I feel
Let me take this off.
where he takes it. I mean, the reason I'm pausing because the energy behind it is inside of him. He's like, well, what? Yeah, but then there's other problems with it. So there's like no. So I can't. He totally.
I agree with you. Ooh.
Compromise. Oh, interesting. I feel like interesting. What do you got, Danny?
I have interesting too.
Oh, okay.
I also have interesting. I have that he loves this idea with the lovers, but it's being but it's being challenged by the Seven of Wands, and in this deck, this is like somebody fighting windmills. So he's kind of going on and defending himself in his own crazy mind. At the base of the reading, it's total loss. At the top of the reading, it's a winning at any cost. So 2 5s. But as we get on with it, internally, I have the Tower moment, which is things crumbling, him leaving. So I could see that. But the final outcome, which is really crazy to me, is the 3 of Cups, Judgment, in the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like, I'd have to dig into it a little deeper because I'm going, I think he's thinking of it, but I think that there's other things that are going on that is keeping him from it. But
Yep.
he's really taking this seriously.
He is taking it serious.
Which is crazy.
I agree. He's taking it serious. I mean, I have basically the same cards. He's literally, he thinks this is awesome. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But he has other stuff going on. Like he has too many other things going on, and there's something else that takes him out.
Oh my gosh! So you got the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles too.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
What? Okay, Kevin.
So this is cold. New.
I know. I love it.
FriYaY. This is cold. But instantly I heard no. I instantly heard no, but that I heard that there is change here. So I pulled a couple of cards. I got the listening card and I got the balance card. So I feel like there's an ear in it, and there's something where it's like balancing, checking out what feels good or not. Ultimately, there is change here. And so interesting that you got 2 5 cards. I got the 55 card, and it's about the farther gate. So a bold step forward, but I think that it's something, not specifically this, that creates the change. So I don't know if that's another moment or not, but there you have it.
You're spot on, Kevin.
Yeah. And we know that there's change coming. Whether he's going to be in a $2 million RV from John Oliver, and I love that you got the 55. That was cool.
Is this the Supreme Court?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
And he's the guy, his wife, Ginny, was part of January 6th, well, allegedly. And and the crazy thing is Biden was the person in charge when Clarence Thomas got into the Supreme Court. He was leading that Senate confirmation at that time.
Interesting.
I bet you he wishes he could have a do-over.
What's that? Why would they be showing me I don't read the tarot, but why would they be showing the Joker? Or is it the Joker?
Oh, the Fool?
The Fool. Why are they showing me that as you're talking about his wife?
Oh, well, she is a fool, but
literally.
I guess there's a new beginning for her.
Oh, okay. Because
and so
she can't. She has no control over, right? So it's just she can't get out in front of it, and she just has. You have to go kind of blindly. But yeah, everybody's like, she is the fool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I did. So everyone be ready for this to drop in. I did do a deep dive recording on those two, Clarence and Ginny Thomas. And I spelled this name wrong in it. I have to go back and change that. I just realized I edited okay, so that'll drop down in the next week or so. So keep your eye out for that.
Cool.
All right. Well, James, thank you again for your support, and thank you for the question.
Yes, thank you, James.
All righty. Let's take a look. We have Sharon. Hi, Sharon.
Sharon.
Hello.
Let's see. In 2018, Putin ally Nicole. Sometimes I think the family here does this to make me read things that I can't read. No, I know. Nicole gave a contribution to Mike Johnson has ties to
Butina?
And so again, and they also use nicknames that I don't know what they mean either. So did Mike Johnson get more money to stop aid to Ukraine? So was he paid off to stop aid to Ukraine?
Before we get there, can we just well, you guys didn't watch it, but his facial expressions during the State of the Union, I'm like, oh, this man is so lost. I mean, he didn't know whether to smile, not. He's looking over at somebody. I don't know. Should I smile now? Should I not? It was pathetic. I felt, anyway, yeah.
Well, I think one of the morning shows, what's that guy that does coffee in the morning?
The Joe guy?
Joe.
Morning. Yeah.
Yeah. Morning Joe. Yeah. I think he said they have footage of him like clapping underneath, like even when, I don't know. Sounds weird about the whole thing. You're right.
Yeah. He was clapping underneath the desk. Sometimes it raised his hands up but most of the time he was down and weird.
Okay.
Weird.
Okay. So is he paid off?
I want to know how Sharon knows that Mike Johnson got money because he has no bank account. So how do they?
Right? How are they?
Isn't that weird? That's weird. Why does?
Yeah, he has no bank account.
I know. Okay. Did Putin give a contribution to Mike? Mike Johnson.
Interesting. I think he likes to be clean. He likes to present like he's clean. Is there some? I get shown the craziest stuff. Is there some way that it could be like he gets paid, but it's through something where it wouldn't, kind of like it's wandered through to him somehow?
Now you're making sense for my cards. Thank you.
Okay.
I think you're right. Because if he doesn't have a bank account, how is he going to get the money? How is that going to be?
And he has this thing that he wants to look clean.
Yeah. What's this?
He likes.
And I got a fool card for him too. So.
Well,
What's going on?
But yeah.
I'm saying yes to this question with that he's got it. He's getting money from overseas because I got the 3 of Wands card. I got the 7 of Cups, which is hiding the money in one of the cups.
Okay,
and then I got the Wheel of Fortune. Or the wheel in this deck with the King of Pentacles, the Heavy Burden, and the Fool. So I pulled some clarifiers on the Fool. So as he's walking away thinking he's fooled everybody, is he going to be found out? And I got the 8 of Wands, yes, fast. Sun card, full illumination with the Queen of Pentacles, money. And this Queen of Pentacles looks a lot like the Empress card in this deck. So Empress, I tie to Russia a lot of times. So I'm saying yes, and he will be found out.
And also Sharon, she said it was on Midas Touch via the guy from Texas, and then I Googled it. Yeah, I think Danny was making a joke about because he doesn't have any money in the bank.
Yeah.
Bank records. He doesn't have a
Yeah,
bank.
right.
That's fishy in itself.
Yeah. I was kidding. I was making a joke. Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't take half of what I say and it's a joke. The other half, it's not serious.
For entertainment purposes only.
Oh, yeah. I have a card in case.
I love that.
And if you don't believe that, then I have another card. And if you don't believe that one.
There you go.
Perfect. Do you want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once again, so I got the balance card. Actually, it came up earlier too. And so, but what I heard with that is that it's not the normal checks and balances. So when Debbie, when you were saying how it was like some other kind of this, I followed it with the abundance card, which is a yes to me. I tuned into kind of how he's feeling right now. The first card I got was this loneliness and the discipline card, but the discipline in the sense of what's coming. And I have one deck with one yes and one no. I got the yes card in that. So, yeah. I feel I'll add this other part. I feel his perseverance is highly influenced. So it's like, I can't do this or this because of this. So I feel like his that loneliness energy, whereas his options are influenced by something else in the past. So yeah, another fool. Another fool.
Walking off the cliff.
Annie Bear says, "We missed you, Kevin."
Aw, hi Annie Bear. Great to see everybody.
Yeah, so I don't have much to add except to just to back up what everybody's saying with that Hierophant and the Page of Swords and then the Queen. I thought the same thing when I saw this Queen. I'm like, in my mind's eye, I saw Russia when I saw this. So same thing. But yeah, win at all costs, and that's what's happening right now.
Wow.
So, and the thing that confuses me with that winning at all costs with him, he looks, and I'm sorry if I'm going to offend the Pillsbury Doughboy, but he looks like the Pillsbury Doughboy. And how can he be, he just does, I mean, he doesn't, I think he's going to get caught. I don't think he's got that kind of mind that, but I may be wrong with it because he's got so many secrets, so many weird things.
Weird things.
Yeah. But I think that he's going to get caught up in this, that someone's going to really start digging into it.
Well, that dough is really like pliable and highly influenced. That's what it feels like. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. All righty, Sharon. Thank you for that question. Great questions tonight. All right. Where are we going here? So I know that we talked about this, but I forgot to throw this question up. We can kind of check into this really quick from Annie Bear. How does Biden feel about his performance last night?
Oh, good question.
Yeah. I think he's just thinking he just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
I mean, I when I tap in, I get such a good feeling. Sorry?
I think a lot of people are saying that too. I think people around him are and I think that helps.
He's they keep showing me the eye. He's so highly intuitive. He's a visionary, they're saying. And with that, that's timeless. So this whole attack with the the ageism. It's almost like laughable because it's like, well, I am of this age, but it's he's very aligned with his vision, and the vision that is it goes to what that part about linking in together, and he sees this for it's for the greater good of humanity. Yeah, the success card, exactly.
And I think that he's very hopeful for the future. He walked away hopeful for the future, and he feels like he handed it. Oh, look at that. He feels like he handed it over well, and he's grateful for his team. It was a team effort. So that's
Yeah. He did. Yeah, I got the 9 of Cups too. That wishes fulfilled. In the and I got the full illumination card at the base of the reading. So the speech that he gave was it was full illumination of where he wants the country to go. And Kevin, I agree with you. It's not about him at all. It's about the good of the country. And he does have his challenges that he's got to get through, and he is working through them. The outside of the ring of these cards, I got the Magician, I got the Joe Biden card, the King of Cups, in the final 3 cards, I got the outcome. This goes to what Kevin was talking about, his highly intuitive side with the High Priestess, and then moving on to calmer waters in the Star card. So people keep giving him a hard time because they catch him at an off moment, but I think he's gonna shine through. I think he's gonna get through this, and he's really proud of what he did, what he accomplished. And I think he surprised himself a little bit and went, "Damn, I did that really well because of this Magician card."
Yeah.
Pride. Yep.
Yeah, the pride, the friendship, and the empathy.
That's what he came through with. Yep.
Yeah.
It's signed all those, and those are part of his essence of who he is. He's very empathic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Where are we at? Thank you, Annie Bear, for that. Constance says, does anybody else feel like Biden gave us all a vitamin B12 shot last night? Yeah. All right, we're still on this a little bit, but we're looking at Merrick Garland that they kind of showed a little bit in the video. I guess you could see him kind of in the background. Roxanne, so you saw him kind of when he was standing there and no one was coming up. You know how everybody greets each other and no one was greeting him. All right, so where is he at? Well, because he did that big profile that not too long ago, didn't he?
Yeah, that was. Are you talking about the thing with Hunter? No, it was Joe Biden, where he said that he's just an old man with cognitive decline, and they put it out there, and it was an opinion, not a fact, from
Correct.
The DOJ. And my thought was, why didn't Garland look at that ahead of time and say, you know what, I'm going to summarize this report just like Merrick Garland did?
Yeah, it's like Barr.
Yeah, Bill Barr.
Yeah.
411. What's going on with Garland?
Garland.
Yeah, Connie, it was the Mueller report, and Bill Barr said he gave a summary that was incorrect of what Mueller really said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for that. Okay. What's going on with Garland?
I feel like he has his eyes on the door. He has his eyes on the door. And I feel like he's paying the price for his at a loss of balance. Yep. What's that noise? Is that you, Danny, throwing down your cards like that? Do you go like this? And then do like that really fast?
No.
Look,
Maybe. Maybe.
Is that like a thing? Like, is that like you have to do that?
Interesting. I pulled the blame.
They're blaming him. Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. Who are you talking about? You're talking about Debbie blaming me, right?
Exactly.
I think that's it.
Interesting.
Is that the noise you're hearing?
That was.
I'll try to replay it, but I'll try to redo
Never
it.
mind.
But I need different cards.
I will be really quiet.
No, I think it's hilarious. I thought, wow, I can't even do that.
I don't think that was me. Oh.
All right. Well, anyways, to answer your
Garland?
question, Roxanne, sorry for but I do feel he does feel a little off balance.
Mm-hmm.
There may be some new beginnings coming in for him that he just feels there's some hidden stuff there. But I do feel he does feel a little off balance.
Yeah. As soon as this question came up, I got taken to the wall, and there was this one little ant, like literally an ant climbing on the wall, and so it's recognizing kind of like separate from the pack or something, so not working with community. I got a hit, and for entertainment purposes only, something about the health, the overall health with this person, and then just to echo what you were saying, Debbie, just the indecision. Something's a little peculiar around this, and I can't put my nose on it or finger on it, or my finger or my nose.
Finger, nose, ear.
Yeah.
Well, I will quietly echo both of what you said. In the near future, I got the 7 of Cups, the illusion, the delusion. What do I do? What do I do? But overall, I think he's, I just did a 411 on him. I think he's feeling really good about the job that he did. But in the hopes and fears, I did get the Tower card. So he's a little worried that things are crumbling down. He's got the 10 of Wands, the burden of maybe he's packing his stuff up and going, but that card is blanketed by the Empress and the King of Pentacles. So I think he's having a hard time navigating the Russian influences of what Donald Trump brought in, and we're not seeing that. But I do get that he could be on his way out as well, intuitively.
Yeah. I mean, when I first stepped into the energy, he's just looking at that door. He's like staring at the door. And I'm like, so. All right. Well, there you go. Thanks, Roxanne. Okay. So I'm going to let Danny shuffle his cards right now.
Okay, can you hear that? Is that me? That's me?
That's you.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to hear you shuffle, and then I want to hear you do your really fast down, where you put it down really fast.
Okay, that's. I'm doing it. You can't hear it.
It's doing it like all soft.
You
guys,
were blaming. You were blaming me for something Kevin was doing. Those Canadians, I tell you, they are sneaky. They're sneaky.
Yeah, totally. Upper hand.
Oh, you got me so flustered. All my cards now are half mixed up and right side.
Your for entertainment purposes only are all mixed in there.
Yeah.
We interrupt this program.
I love it. He's going to go for a new deck. He's going for a new
deck of cards.
Lisa
Just
Foster
like
says,
Vegas.
slam those cards. Slam the cards. It's all right.
Yeah.
Robin says, yes, the card shuffling is loud. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. It's my fault, you guys, because I made him put on a different type of mic. Because before we wouldn't have heard anything, not even his voice.
I think he has 6 microphones set up.
I do.
Around.
Oh, see, Liz says, I love the sound of cards. So
People
yay.
do.
And Janice says shuffling is not loud, so you're good. All right.
Christopher, he's like, we'll be muting him for the sound sensitives.
Oh my God.
Because see, I got this. Yeah, never mind. Oh, my 6 microphones. I'm in surround sound.
Annie Bear says it's hypnotizing, so it's nice.
It does. We accept.
Shay here has a great question, and I love the picture she has. Is that like a cow?
Mm-hmm.
Has
Longhorn.
A longhorn. Okay, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
All right, I love it.
Did Elon Musk co-sign Trump's loan?
Yeah, because all of a sudden he had the money to give to put down on the bond for Carol.
So is that bond? So I was trying to figure this out because normally I would never pay any attention to any of this crap. Right. In the last 4 years, right. We're getting such an education that hopefully I'll never ever have to use. But when you post a bond, are you actually putting money up, or is it just a promissory note?
Well, I guess it's like I guess it would be like, and correct us if we're wrong, family, because again, I'm like you, Danny. But I feel like what it is it's like a promissory note, but you have to have that backing there. It has to be in the bank, so to speak.
Okay, so an insurance company posted the bond, and Trump had to put up collateral for that.
Correct. Right.
Okay.
So, but before, even with all his properties, he didn't have collateral, so he had to get something, or something had to come through that he would get collateral. So he did meet with Elon a few days ago. Then, ironically, like the next day, he put up the bond, and that's why Carrie's asking.
Yeah,
because we all want to know.
Yeah, when I read the article on Elon Musk and why he met with Trump, and he said, I'm not going to do what he wanted me to do on Twitter or something. I went, what the hell is he talking about? That's not what he went down there for. So this may be it. Orban too, Constance says.
Mm.
Oh, Orban. Oh, Orban as well. Okay. Oh yeah, he met with Victor as well, right? That's right.
Yeah.
Yay, Diana. Yeah, I put in the description. You can find Kevin's channel and Danny's channel if you haven't subscribed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. All right.
Do you want me to go first? Because then I'm not famous. I mean, look at me. Who'd have thought? Who'd have
I
thought?
know. I'm so excited.
Well, I'm just relying on the cards. This one feels ucky, but I got the success card, which is a yes. I got the relationship card, which is a yes. I got the service card.
Yep.
I got the trust card. And you saw me shuffle and I went, oh, I got the yes card again. And at the end of it, I got the ego sublimation card, which is that vanishing mirror. And for me, it's like that shattering part. No bueno, not good.
Yeah.
Something's going to.
Well, because this relationship, what does it mean? Like, quit. You know, I give you something. What are you going? You know, what is he giving him? That's what I'm.
And so did you, Kevin, are you saying that yes, Musk did co-sign? Is that what you're?
Or whatever his input with this whole.
Yeah.
Did he back it? Basically, yeah.
That's what these cards are feeling to me.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh,
Deb, do you want to go or?
Waiting for me. I'm saying yes. He absolutely he did. Mm-hmm. And I'll show you the cards I received. I got the Queen of Swords, that Pentacle, that Page of Pentacles, the strength to strengthen that foundation for him, or whatever that bringing them together. But to offer him that support.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm saying he did.
I will be bucking the two of you and going the other way. I think that, I mean, you guys could be right, but I think the decision hasn't been made. I think he got his money for this bond from another place. It wasn't Elon Musk. Maybe he's waiting for Elon Musk for the big chunk that's due.
Maybe so.
Yeah, but interesting. The very first card
but he got something.
The next one. The very first card I pulled was the King of Pentacles. And that kind of threw me into my head a little bit because I'm going, oh, wait a minute. Now who's the King of Pentacles? Because that's normally a Trump card. But I mean, he doesn't really have the money. And now Elon Musk or Trump, who's the King of Pentacles? Well, I think it's Elon. I got a lot of hard work, but in the potential near future, I got the worry card, the Nine of Swords. However, I did see some things in the external position, the Knight of Swords getting ready to jump on a motorcycle and go. But the final outcome is he's still juggling money around. I got the Four of Swords, and in this deck, it's like this girl is sleeping in a nest. It's like retreat. And it's like, no, let me just sleep on it for a while. But then I got the Knight of Cups, and that's the knight in shining armor coming to his rescue. But I don't see it right now.
For this time, yeah. So that would make sense. It's all getting the yes, but you're saying not for this particular one, but he will be coming through for the others. And maybe that's why he was meeting with them. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah. It's ironic that it was the next day or whatever that he was able to postpone. But maybe because Elon said, I will support you for the future one.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this one then now, and then you'll help me with that. Maybe something like that.
Yeah. Right.
Very interesting. But all that to say is that we all got that there's some shenanigans going on between them. Right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Any other spiders or ants for us right now on this one, Kevin?
No.
All right.
No.
Should we send a house cleaner over?
I mean, I was
no pesticides. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, move your head.
It's
how beautiful.
Yeah.
He's out in the nature.
Yeah.
Snow.
Yeah, there's a little snow. Yeah.
Yeah, we got snow today too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
While we're here, he wants to know, will Elon Musk be investigated?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're in this energy.
Elon.
Oh.
I got the wrong deck for this.
Pertaining to the previous question or in general? Like
maybe in general, right? I mean, with all his stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon says there's an owl hooting outside her window.
Oh, nice.
Cool. I do feel that I'm just going to dive in before Danny disagrees with me. Something that he will come up to be revealed from his past. Mm-hmm. Something about giving money to the devil, and the devil part actually always comes up for me for 45, but it doesn't necessarily mean that for Elon Musk in this investigation, except that there's something to do with his dealings, his obsessions, and that he will be investigated for. I think. I mean, it's there. It could. I mean, I guess it's free will if they decide to do it, but I'm saying a yes. Let's see what Danny says.
Well, let's see what Kevin says. Oh, he's still shuffling. Could you calm down with the shuffling, Kevin, please?
And I just let you know, I want to end it with, I regret.
Wow.
Well, I was gonna say, Debbie, I think I have worse cards than you until you just flip those two out. I think you won.
Oh, okay.
I heard a yes, and so where the context of this, I don't know. But I got the Lost Compass card, and it's about getting back to integrity. I got the Overflow card, which is overwhelm and plenty. So I got that, followed by the Fear card, and a Timeline card I got within a month. So I would say that's a big yes in some respect. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm as soon as I heard the question, I said yes. So let me just throw out the highlights of the card. The final outcome is the King of Swords. So yeah, definitely going to be, I'm sorry, that was the Queen of Swords. The King of Swords that's the second card, the challenge card. The very first card was disappointment, loss. He's not happy that this is happening. I got the 10 of Swords. He's going to be stabbed in the back. Whoa. I got the 3 of Swords up top. I got a big bam bam stick hitting him over the head, and it's from something that he did in the past, and it's going to lay him out with the Four of Swords. It's yeah.
Yep.
And he's going to try to spin it illusion, delusion, as they all do. But yeah, they're looking at his finances and reviewing all that stuff. Yes.
That's so interesting what you just said. And when you were talking, Danny, I'm aware
Another
of his,
aunt.
another aunt, family, but his dad. I got some energy around his dad, and I heard to pull from this deck. It's a newer deck. I don't know what the deck is. I'll tell you later. But what it's inner learnings, and it's all about truth prevails.
Ooh.
Why are you making me pull from this deck? But that
Truth prevails.
truth prevails.
Yeah.
You know, we are in that season that started a few years ago, that things can't be hidden. It all comes up to the surface.
Yeah.
Even you can't hide stuff, and it's getting even more and more pressed out. We can't hide stuff.
Mhm.
And it's going to be interesting to see how the MAGA, I'm not sure about the MAGA cult, because it's a cult, and you're not going to be able to change their minds because it's so deep seated. But the quote unquote, if there is such a thing, the regular Republicans, and I'm not sure there is anymore, but there are some that aren't as deeply entrenched. And I think that they can be pulled away with when they see the truth coming out. And that's my hope, that they can be. And this is for, I'm not really talking cults. That's entertainment only. It's entertainment.
Entertainment.
We hear you.
So you guys,
I want YouTube to hear me so that they don't like.
For entertainment purposes only. Thank you, Connie. All right. You guys flew by. We are at time.
We are.
A little overtime, actually. And I usually end Friday night with a message, just like we pull a card each for a message for the family here, so that we can take forward for the weekend. And so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to bring a message in for our family here.
I would love to.
Mm-hmm.
I found my brother.
What?
I do the same thing. I always go.
Yeah.
I do that while I'm shuffling my cards very loudly.
Ooh, Connie's on spring break. Go, girl.
This is interesting.
Yay!
On the heels of the being aware of Elon's father, I got the father's love card and the relationship card. And so Spirit's saying that this is for us. Yeah, within our relationship, taking a look at that, it's important for us to ground ourselves right now. So where Danny was talking about at the beginning, where we place our fear and the energy that we put into that. So when we're in recognition of it, our relationship to that is really important. So don't get too distracted in what's going on. We need to remain grounded. Sure.
Yeah.
Our people. Is there anything else?
Go ahead.
I was waiting for him to.
Oh, okay. We didn't want to interrupt you, Kevin.
No, totally.
You were on a beautiful roll there.
Can I tag on to what Kevin was saying?
Please.
Because when he said get grounded, I laughed a little bit because Kevin's funny. He's a funny guy. But it was also when I flipped this card over and it says take flight.
Oh, wow.
So Kevin said, get grounded. This is take flight. But
because we're playing opposite seas today.
Well, yeah, yes and no. When we tap into the higher realm, we have to be grounded. Because if we don't get grounded, then we can't hit the higher, right? So, and in that groundedness there's an immunity that comes with it, and then just what Kevin said, the integrity card. Where is our integrity? When we take flight, when we get grounded, we'll have that immunity, stay in that clean energy of integrity.
Oh, that gives me the chills, Danny. That's beautiful. Yeah. So I was going to throw one card, but my team kept me going, and they have this whole story. They wanted to bring in a guidance for us. So here they are bringing it in. They want you to know. They want you to step into what you guys were saying, but clarity, instinct, things might not be as they seem. So we might be shown something. So it's that 7 of Cups feel to it, but they want you to step into our intuition, our instinct, our knowing.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the cards that come in with that. They said that we have a choice on how we respond to what we hear and see and feel. And they want us to step into the energy of love. We talked a lot at the beginning today about how in the world did we watch the same thing last night and the other side looking at it so differently. Well, because of their perception and what they know. And so they brought in this acceptance card, and it says love, bringing that love piece in. And they're ending it with this endurance. So keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the higher.
Yeah.
So thank you for that guide.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think it's so important. The message that I'm hearing from this is we have to, it's the endurance, and we have to stay true to ourselves throughout this whole mess that we're in. And it's not, I heard when you were showing a card that it's not our job to judge or try to change somebody's mind. It's just ours to observe and stay in a higher vibrational place with love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is so hard to do.
It is. It really is. But we got this because we can.
Yeah.
Family, we love you. Thank you for being with us tonight. And
thank you, everybody.
See you on our own perspective channels. Kevin's back. So I think you were on earlier today.
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is really back. And you know Danny, he has his posts going up all the time too. So we'll see you on our perspective families channels, and continue to love each other, and we'll see you later
soon.
All right, thanks.
Bye everyone.
We'll see you soon.
Bye everybody.
Bye everyone. Thank you for your support, and also thank you moderators. Love you.
Thank you, Mom.